Hi, this is Shreyank Siddharth and welcome to the next video of this Kotlin programming series. Now in the previous video, we just had our first application up and running. Now in this video, let's check out how does the Hello World program in Kotlin works. Now the main motto of this video is to tell you that in Kotlin, we don't require the usage of class explicitly to make our application run. Now, what do we mean by this is, let us compare the Hello World code with the Java code. So here I have some Java code, public class some name. Now inside which I have public static void main method, inside which I have the print statement of hello world, right? We all are aware of this. Now if you are not from Java background, then please don't worry about it. This course is designed in such a way that even the non-Java programmer can also watch the Kotlin programming series. I am just citing such example so that the things will be more clear. Now, in order to print the hello world, we need to put it inside the double quote first and then use the print function, as we all are aware of this. Now, in case of Kotlin, we just need to use the main method, right? Such as fun space main args array of string and bracket open and bracket close. So here in the output we get hello world, right? Now in case of Kotlin, we don't have any class defined at the top like we have defined the class here. If it is so, then why we are so much concerned with the class definition? So let's check it out. Now, in order to execute any Java code, it simply demands the class files. That is, the Java virtual machine simply demands the class files, right? Now, in case of Kotlin, the Kotlin also needs the Java virtual machine in the runtime similar to Java to execute its code, right? Because Kotlin is more advanced form of Java or the more powerful version of Java, and it also needs Java Virtual Machine in the runtime for its code execution. Now as we all know, the main function was not enclosed within the class, right? Now the question arises, does Kotlin creates a class internally during the runtime? The answer to this is yes. While the Kotlin code are executed, the Kotlin compiler simply creates a class file which is loaded into the memory for the code execution in the runtime. So the Kotlin in the runtime behaves similar to a Java file. In case of Java as well, the .java file extension is simply converted to the bytecode present inside the .class extension. Now similarly, the Kotlin file as well are actually converted to the class files with the help of this Kotlin compiler, so that it will be further executed with the help of the Java virtual machine in the runtime, right? Now let us move back to the IntelliJ IDE and let us check out how does Kotlin compiler creates a class file. And now this time I am simply going to open my current project that I have saved in the previous video in our desktop. Now to open any existing project, you just need to click on open, right? And also you can choose the import project if you have made your project in some other PC or laptop and then you want to import that project inside your current laptop or PC. But since I have created this project inside my own PC, so let us open it. And then simply navigate to desktop, Kotlin programming and simply open it. So here is some tip, let's close it. And now make sure you are working under the project level hierarchy, this view, right? Now simply expand your project. Here you will find the source folder within which I have my first file.kt, within which we wrote our hello world program, right? Now, whenever we execute our code by using this icon, click on this icon and then here you will find my first file kt. Now what this file means is that during the compile time, the Kotlin compiler simply converts our .kt file into this file, such as my first file kt, which is actually the class, right? So it simply converts our kt extension file into a file which is understandable by the Java virtual machine. So if I click on run, then it will simply execute our code and you will get the output in the output console. Now, this output you can find it inside the run tab. So here this run menu, simply click on it and here you will find all the output that we will get in our upcoming videos as well. And now let me show you something extra. Inside the out folder, you will find, if you expand it, my first file kt.class. Now this is the class file that I am talking about, which is actually auto-generated. So I have not created this file, it has been generated automatically. So you don't have to deal with this .class file extension. Now if you open it, then you will find some code here. And here you will find it shows it is actually the compiled code. And it is actually auto-generated. So please don't open this file and deal with it. And now to run our Hello World program, you can also do one thing. You can simply click on Run at the top, and here you will find this Run option, my first file kt. Else you can also find this Run button here. But make sure here you have to select this my first file kt, right? Which is our run configuration. So simply run it and let's see what happens. So here again we get hello world in the output. And now you must be thinking, in Java we used to write public static void main method. Now what about the static part? In Kotlin we don't have any static functions or methods. So in Kotlin we don't have any static concept. That is, this main method is actually by default playing the role of static function. And now let us play around with the hello world application. So here let us try the print function, and down the side let us use one more print method and let us print hello Kotlin. And now let us run our code by simply clicking on this button. So here in the output we get hello world, hello Kotlin. Now here, since we are using the print function, so it does not append the new line character at the end. So for that we have a method of println, right? So this method println simply appends a \n character at the end of hello world. And then we will get hello Kotlin in the second line, right? So let us now run our code again. So here we get hello world and hello Kotlin. And now suppose you want to perform some mathematical operation, such as, instead of this string, let us try something different, 10 minus 9, and then let's see the output. So here we get 1 as the output. Now let us try something different, 10 divided by 9, let's run it, and again we get 1 as the output. Now you must be thinking 10 divided by 9 is actually 1 point something. It is a decimal point value. So why we are getting only 1 in the output? Now this is because we have simply defined the integer value, not the float value or the double value. So here let us try 10.0 and then run the code. And here we go, we get 1 point something in the output. Now shortly in our upcoming videos, we are going to play around with the variables and data types. So as of now, simply remember, whatever you type inside the println function, the results will be printed in the output, right? Suppose you type here true and then let's see what happens. So again in the output we get true. So even if you pass some boolean value, then also we get some output. So this was all about the video in which we learned why we don't declare a class in case of Kotlin explicitly, right? Just because the Kotlin compiler internally creates this class file, right, for its runtime execution. So this is all about this video. Thank you and have a good day.